So good morning all of you. Today we are going to learn about valency in chemistry. Okay. So valency. Now we have learned about the structure of atom, the atomic number of atom, the mass number of atom. So our next topic is valency. How can you define valency? Okay. The valency can be defined as a number of electrons present in outermost shell of an atom. The number of electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom. The outermost shell is also called as a valence shell. So, the number of electrons present in the valence shell of an atom can be defined as a valency of that atom. For example, sodium, atomic number 11. As we know, the atomic number is the number of protons present in the nucleus of that atom. So, sodium, which atomic number is 11, means it can be written as a 2 electrons in first cell, 8 in second, and then 1. This 1 electron which is present in the outermost shell will be counted as a valency of the sodium. So, valency of the sodium is 1. Now, in many ways we can define valency like the combining capacity of an atom. What I said? Combining capacity of an atom. The combining capacity of an atom to form chemical bonds to form compounds. It can be ionic compounds or electrovalent compound. Okay. So the combining capacity of an atom to form chemical bonds can also be defined as a valency of that atom. Okay. Valency can also be defined as a number of electrons being lost or gained or shared. So there are various definitions of the valency. The last definition, which will be the number of electrons being shared, gained or lost. So, the number of electrons being shared, gained or lost of an atom which play an important role in deciding the reactivity of the atom. Okay, like noble gases, which noble gases like neon, which has the atomic number 10 and it will be written as a 2 and 8 electrons. So here the number of valence electron is 0 in the outermost shell. So the valency of the noble gases is 0, which makes them least reactive. Okay. So the number of electrons which are being shared, gained or lost also play an important role in deciding the reactivity of that atom. Okay. So this is all about valency. Now we'll see the types of valency. I hope this is clear. Now, as we discuss the valency, now we'll talk about types of valency. can be of two types, electrovalency and the second one is covalency. Now, the electrovalency can be defined as a So, in electrovalency, the number of electrons are completely gained or lost. Okay? So, electrovalency can be defined as a number of electrons which are completely gained or lost by an atom to form a compound. We will understand this better by one example. Okay? First of all, I would like to add one thing, that this electrovalency can be further classified into two types, which is positive electrovalency and negative electrovalency. In positive electrovalency, the atom loses electrons. For example, magnesium, atomic number 12, which will be written as 2, 8 and 2. In this, the magnesium will lose these two electrons to make its configuration stable and to gain the octet. So, the valency or the positive electrovalency of the magnesium is 2. Here, aluminum, whose atomic number is 13 and it will lose 3 electrons. So, their electrovalency, or we can say the positive electrovalency, will be 3. Now, we will talk about negative electrovalency. For example, chlorine, atomic number 17, 2, 8 and 1. In this chlorine, 17 and 2, 8 and 7. In this, the chlorine will gain 1 electron. So, the atoms which complete their octet by gaining the electrons will be called as atoms which have the negative electrovalency. Example, chlorine. So, chlorine has a negative electrovalency of 1. Another example, oxygen. Atomic number 8, 2 and 6. It will gain 2 electrons to complete its octet. So, the valency or the negative electrovalency of oxygen is 2. Okay? So, electrovalency, as I told earlier, in which the number of electrons are completely being gained or lost. In this, there is no sharing of electrons to make compound. Is it clear? Okay? Fine. So, we'll move for the next type of the electrovalency, which is covalency. As you can see here, the word co itself defines that there is a sharing of electrons. There is sharing of electrons to complete their octet or to make the compounds. For example, CH4. In this, the carbon 6, 2 and 4. Okay, hydrogen 1, which needs 1 electron. So it will be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hydrogen 1. there will be sharing of the electrons which are present in the outermost shell of the carbon as well as hydrogen. This one electron of hydrogen will be shared by the carbon, and the 4, मैम यहाँ पे ये बनेगा नहीं, मुझे और स्पेस चाहिए, यहाँ पे रफ कर दूँ थोड़ा सा. The carbon has 4 electrons in the outermost shell and the hydrogen has 1. So this 1 will be shared by carbon and the hydrogen will have 2 now, and the carbon will complete its octet by 4 electrons of hydrogen. In this way, they both complete their octet by sharing the electrons. And in this, the covalency of the hydrogen will be 1 and the covalency of the carbon will be 4. Okay? In NH3, also known as ammonia, the sharing of electrons we can see. Okay? So this was all about the types of valence, and I hope this topic is clear. Thank you so much.